It's Saturday morning. Henry's at his grandparents' house. We've got a lot of shit to do in the RV. That RV. But first, breakfast. Eat my own breakfast.
Yeah.
You ready for today? I feel like my day is more intense than yours. You're packing and that's good. I'm gonna knock out like 6 projects in the RV.
And you could say I'm far beyond control. As of late, it's substance to my soul.
Oh, the oil. Oh, that's in my hair.
Every day is a play in an opera hall.
So that's actually pretty easy. You've just got these metal clips, retaining clips that you pry up. And it pops off. There's little ball joints that go in there. And the new one goes in its place. New strut. Going up. What? One more wind. Sorry, y'all. I whacked you with the ladder. I don't know why I bundled these up as 2 items. I robbed myself of the opportunity to knock the full thing off the list, but door strut. I have the new step. It's right there. I'm not totally sure about the new step though. I think the old one's welded in. Might have to go buy an angle grinder. I lied. I did find 4 bolts down here.
Wiggle room on this one.
You look like the witch that gets smushed in The Wizard of Oz.
The legs sticking out?
Yep.
Oh.
This is like before, during, after.
Check this out. So much shit on it. Old step's out. Looks pretty good. New step's ready to go in. Tube, you're under the RV. Here's what's up. Old step's out. Looks pretty good. New step's ready to go in. The gap between these mounting holes on the new step is narrower than the 2 existing holes and bolts. So, I'm going to reuse the front holes and have to drill some new holes somewhere in between for the back screws. And I've got my trusty step bit that I used for drilling holes in the steel posts on our, it's so funny to be sideways, you know, on our deck rebuild that you know the one because you watched it, you subscribed, right? I should be able to drill some new holes. Mount this step. Let me go look at this.
But actually more than halfway done.
Oh, that's sweet. Check it out. Oh my god, it's so hot outside. I'm having step trouble. It's too wide for the steel struts that it mounts to. I don't know, my only options are to like weld something in. There's like metal work involved in that. And I don't have the tools for it yet. But I'm not going to invest in that today. Today's not the day to become a amateur metal worker. I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to send that back. But at least we got the old rusty shitty one that we don't use off. That's nice, it won't be getting caught on anything. Let's get ready to install a backsplash in this kitchen. I was sick of that shit. I don't know why they put it. It doesn't flex, it just cracks. I'm gonna put real like silicone caulk in there that will actually flex. There we go. Almost done. Sorry about all the table clutter.
With no regard for space or time or speed. Unless it's 45 or 33, and I play to what's in front of me. Every day is a play in an opera hall. It's summer space in the city, I forgot my mind. The brown bags and the stay at the stepping stone. The present life is money, but I've got to know.
I hate to say it, but this is not going great. It's just hard to work like detailed pieces and around corners and stuff without getting it to crease and get air bubbles under it. But I'm doing my best. We'll make it work. It's better than nothing. Looks better than nothing at all. So I'm gonna keep going. Oh, fuck, I cut the wrong side. Are you serious? Shit. Shit. Fuck. This stuff's hard. I ended up running out of sheets because I made a bad cut on my last sheet. It's hard to tell when it's on the sticky paper which end is the male end and which end's the female end. So what I did was, I had already made one bad cut where I just didn't get the scribe right. So I cut out the tiles that I had cut wrong. And I've got plenty of like individual tiles on individual cut sheets that I can cut the individual tiles around when I'm trying to cut and stick them in place. That's my only option. That or buying another pack of these on Amazon. And I don't think I will use this again. Not really a knock on the product, it's just hard. And tight spaces like this are tough. I'm just over here working. Are you finished?
I'm done.
They're done. There's so much shit. Let's clean all this shit off. Check that out. That looks so freaking good. She did such a good job. That's awesome. We ended up with some wrinkles. But these the worst.
I think you need to, yeah, I think I see what you're frustrated about and stuff, but like, I think you need to step back from it, and like when we have the, like let's literally, like when we put the spice rack back and like life is happening, like it's a really nice thing that's easy to wipe down when it gets splatter on it and stuff, like it's nice.
Yeah.
Love it. It's looking so different in here.
Oh, I messed up my editing. I snapped it and made it get all clean, but now they're seeing that it's not clean.
We did.
Movie magic, we did it all in post. I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'm gonna wipe this down and I'm gonna caulk, and I'm gonna caulk the bathroom too, because I never did that cabinet in there. It's still got a gap behind it.
Okay.
Well, I got the caulk open, and then we're gonna call it an afternoon. I'll come back out here tonight and do some carpentry work.
Yeah, let's go shopping for life jackets.
Life jacket shopping. We bought a boat. Not a big boat. We would be people that just go out and buy a boat on a whim. No, we're smarter than that. This is our boat.
Yeah, it does feel a little boat-like.
It's got all the qualities of a boat. It bounces. It smells like a boat.
Do you need me to bring
It's a money pit like a boat.
Is it still?
Check it out, guys. I hung the trasheroo. I forgot to show you. It won't fit on our spare tire, not because of the honeysuckle, but because of the bikes that go right there. So it seems to, you know, be a place. We may hang it higher. I don't know. We'll find out when we're out there on the road. Everything changes. You have the ideal version of it that you plan for, and then everything changes on the road.
It's not gonna like flap around too much.
Flaps around a little. Page does not approve.
Well, it just seems kind of floppy. Like we're gonna be driving around and it's gonna be like blah 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 blah.
Everything we got flops when we drive.
I know, but
we'll tighten it up a bit. It's the best I got. It's made for a big wide tire. It's not made for a little skinny ladder.
it could be tight.
Okay, just a quick note on the caulking. I am not going to be using like your standard kitchen and bath caulking. I'm actually using an interior-exterior window and door sealant. And the reason why is this is designed to withstand temperature changes and high humidity, and it's very, very flexible. That's like the main main attribute of it that they promote. Super flexible, won't crack, which is exactly what we need. You saw how cracked the old shit was.
That was messy.
Okay, so after I got that all cleaned up, I went ahead and came through and did a second pass because this was really deep and filled it up. It looks pretty nice. Bathroom looks okay. Not as nice, but I don't care. It's bathroom. And eventually, we want to change all these countertops anyway. So, great for now. First. All the way down there. It's a kitchen again. I'm getting the after shots. Good timing. Almost there. Box and wiring. New step's a lost cause unless I can find someone to weld it in for me. Install the inverter. This got canceled, and so did that. Holy cow! I've got other stuff though that's not on the list. I got some trim work, I got some finish work, some carpentry work.
I have plants. I feel really silly, but I have a lot of plants at home. I've become kind of an indoor plant lover since moving to our new house. I don't know, I just thought it would make everything feel a little more fresh and alive. And anyway, bringing in some plants. So my dad is actually a woodworker and he built this tray. I'm going to use some removable Velcro strips on the bottom of this and the top of the counter so that when we're driving it can Velcro on right there and just stay safe. This in a couple's pottery class that Casey and I took a couple months ago. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was super cute. I'm just really feeling like so excited about getting a bunch of color and life into this space with all the things that we're hanging up, and the new dinette looks so much more fun and colorful than the other color did. A colorful mess. These are our butterflies. Remember you guys, we raised butterflies in the RV. I feel like I need to get proper frames for these and hang them here. They rode here. This was the butterfly like while we're driving spot. Can you guys tell? Can you tell the difference that it just feels a little bit more like, ooh, color. I don't know how else to describe it. Just more homey, I guess is the word. Did Casey show you his kayak? This is his kayak. It's inflatable, so it's deflated into this bag right now. We wanted the same kayak, but they had two different colors, and then they were both out of stock, and we were like, oh my gosh, no. The color Casey wanted came back into stock, so he ordered his, and I said, okay, I'm gonna hold out for the color that I want, and his came, and I was like, oh no, there's not time for me to keep waiting for the color I want before we go. I ended up having him order me the same color that he got, so it'll be hopefully coming before we leave.
Paige got her jams on. I charged this f***ing thing for hours yesterday. How's it 11% battery? Unacceptable. It's finally inverter install day in the RV, the final piece of our solar battery setup.
Hi!
Paige is coming in for extra detail. What's your project? Tell him.
Hang on, let me slam the door. I am building a little like picture ledge, book ledge above my window in the bedroom with a bungee cord to hold things down. Okay, I'm gonna do it right on the mark. So.
Yeah.
great.
I think you're set.
Do you think you could put 2 screws in the wall?
What?
2 screws in the wall for the bungee cord?
I think you should put the bungee, well, you need it higher.
Yes.
Yeah, I could do that.
We purchased a Berkey for filtering our water while we're on the road. Just want to feel really confident that our water is safe to drink, and I felt really sketchy about all the different spigots and hoses and places that we get water. But we have not figured out where this is going to ride. So right now I'm stressing out about it, and the solution to absolving that stress is to carry this to the RV and find a place for it. Alright, so the best idea that I have come up with so far is to put the Berkey in the closet. In fridge closet. So technically, you know, that's all very close to where food and water is happening. So I just shuffled some things. This is usually Henry's domain, but I just shuffled some of his stuff to the side just to see what this is like here. And obviously there's more than enough room right now. I don't know. This does not feel ideal. There's a lot of dead space above it. This takes up too much counter space. I mean, obviously it could just ride in the sink. I thought maybe it would fit up there, but it's taller than that space. I said it should go in the bathroom, but Casey said he did not want to fill his drinking cup where he poops, and that makes sense. But there's a lot of space in here on this counter that we do not use for anything. So, and like, guys, it would make so much sense. I know this is a toilet and this might be kind of like gross in theory, but like, there's so much room right here. I don't know. Casey, look, when you're editing this, look at how easy and like much sense that makes, because we don't use this space for anything except throwing toothbrushes there. Turn it and have it like this, and then that's your water refill situation. Is that too close to the thing? I don't know. Anyway, the moral of the story is we found some places where it's gonna fit. I can stress a little bit less. Okay. I think that's the end of my thought process and rambling on this.
Okay. We are adding to the camp setup. We must have a better outdoor setup for when we're in the RV, especially long term. We're gonna be 6 weeks on the road, and I need a place to be able to work, and Henry can homeschool, and us. It's hard to do all of that in the RV together. So we got this. I don't know if the GoPro does justice of just what this looks like to be in our admittedly giant living room.
Our house is huge.
Our house is big. This is going to make it look smaller. Yeah. It's a clam gazebo. We'll be able to set up out here and have dinner at night, hang some lights in here, power it with the Jackery. I'm going to set my desk up in here sometimes, or a table as a desk, and set it up as a work area during the day so I can get out of the RV and take phone calls, or maybe I'll work in the RV and they'll come out here and do their stuff. But it's just like we've doubled our space without buying a ridiculous fifth wheel travel trailer. What's up, dude?
The lights in there?
Yeah?
Could be the lights hanging up on the porch that you got on IKEA.
Like the ones that we have hanging up on the other porch, the IKEA lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could get some of those hanging lights in here for sure. Holy cow, mobile office. Camera battery died, so we're on the GoPro. I did manage to pull all my wires through. I'm very excited about this. It's out. Really fight that thing to get it out of there. spliced. Fold it back into the box. Call it done. Well, that's clearly not my best work because that outlet's in there kind of crooked, but it's about as much as I can squeeze it down. I really don't want to put too much more pressure on it. It's in there. It's all done. I'm worn out, as you can tell. I've been fighting that for a long time. Now, it's battery time. Into the battery box, my favorite place. I'm gonna go take a break first. Nothing's easy, you guys. So, I'm still happy with the location of my inverter, but this is the junction box I found that has a pass-through to the cab in it. But there's actually a 120 volt junction here. I don't want to run 12 volt through the 120 volt. I mean, if something ever shorts out in there, or like the wires rub, that could be really dangerous. Let's get under here and go through the floor of the unit, which is, I don't know what that is. Fiberglass, maybe? Feels like fiberglass on top of the board. You guys, I just yeeted a hole in the floor. Effing YOLO. Excuse my mask. I went under the RV. I measured a few times and I said, I think I'll hit the spot if I go right here. And I'll be damned. And look at how lined up it is with the terminals of the inverter. I'm pretty stoked with that. Let's pass some damn wires through it. Welcome to the underworld, y'all. I can just daisy chain it to that. Dirt. Alright, I got my conduit on. At least the part that's going to pass over the transmission. Don't mind the siren test. That's how we get our dystopian vibes here. Sorry, I know it sounds like I'm out of breath all the time under here, but it's just like tight. So you're sort of sucking in all your shit so you don't scrape it on something. It was only a test. I think I've got a chiropractor appointment today. There they are, y'all. I've got to get this one all the way over to the shunt until I'm smart enough to install a bus bar over here. Pretty cool. Science. Here it is. The moment of truth. I've got the jackery hooked up. That's kind of meta, but it's plugged into my new outlet. Oh my god. Will it work? Nothing happened. It's on. It's on. 100 watts. 113 watts. 15 amps pulling across. 200 watts. Oh my god, it's working. All right, I got one end of this thing put back together. Now let's do this side. Inverter. Done. God damn, that was a lot of work. Box in the wiring. Oh God, then it's over. In less than a week, we have knocked most of this out. And it's Tuesday night. We leave Friday morning. That gives me like early Friday morning. Like still dark outside Friday morning. That gives me 2 more days. And I really just got to box in the wiring. Potentially more trim to do there, but that's awesome. It's so hot out here. Wow. I have a lot more of that wood to trim out. But that wasn't even on the list, that's bonus content. We'll do that in a minute. We did it! Everything that was possible has been knocked off the list, which is great, because we leave tomorrow. Alright, I didn't film it, but I had to do some piecing together of some scrap pieces to make that long wall, and I'm totally out of the 1x3 material there. So, some 1x4 that we used for the tops of the boxes over here. I'm going to rip it on the table saw. I've got one piece of that left. We'll see if it's long enough to trim out finally. After a year, we went with no trim on the floors. I think the bathroom still needs trim, but, you know, geez. What do you want from me? We leave in like 13 hours. It's 5 o'clock Thursday night. We leave first thing tomorrow morning. Actually, I didn't have enough 1x4 either. Short by about 4 inches. One of the leftover pieces of cedar. Won't be nearly as thick, but it'll match the other wall. And you know, sometimes you gotta get creative to just finish things up. There's a really small seam. I did a really good job when I put the floors down because those are the last boards I put in. I had my process dialed. So yeah, I think this will look good. God, that's all trimmed out. Did I get everything? I got it all the way around. You're just in time, you guys. Talking to YouTube. Come look. I ran out of 3x, so I ripped one of those cedar planks. That. I know, it's a lot thinner actually. Yeah. I'm done, you guys. That's it. We just gotta clean it up now. The remodel is over. I'm sure we'll continue to find things.
Oh, we gotta clean up? You're gonna clean up?
I'm gonna sweep all this stuff up, and then I'm gonna vacuum, and then we need to mop. Look at my dirty, it's just sweat, but also dirty feet. I haven't been in the dirt.
I'll mop before we head out.
Yeah, I guess we're still gonna be coming and going.
Yeah.
Guys, we didn't have time to show you the finished work, like to take after shots and stuff, because like, I mean, I swept up that pan of dust.
And then I started packing the RV.
And we were gone first thing the next morning, and we're in, where are we? We're in Taos, New Mexico, right now. So we'll pick up with the vlog on the trip here, and you can see this site. But we're on the road for the next 6 weeks, all across the Southwest. It's going to be a blast.
We do plan on recording a more finished after shot video of all of the renovations that we've done over the past year. So if you haven't seen the series when we initially bought it, we gutted it and started.
You know, we bought it a year ago, like to the day yesterday.
Yes,
it's crazy.
So awesome. So we did a whole renovation when we first bought it, and then this whole renovation has just been the finishing touches, and we really are feeling like it's done. So we want to make a video showing that whole process for you guys to see how beautiful it is now that it's all cleaned up.
So no satisfying afters in this video, sorry. But subscribe if you're not already, because that's coming. We're doing a full rig tour. We're going to do a full walkthrough of our boondocking setup. We're parked with full hookups right now, so not a good day for it.
Not today.
Thanks.
And the vlog, we'll be vlogging this whole trip.
So we'll be vlogging the whole trip.
Subscribe.
I'm doing a full video on that inverter install.
But if you have questions, you can always comment on those, and he will answer them.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen, he's got videos on our battery monitor and all of those like high-tech.
We have like 90 people that subscribed off the battery monitor video that are like, finally, I've been watching these people talk about making oatmeal for.
Excited about the inverter, yes.
Yeah. Stay tuned. 6 weeks. And as many videos, if not more, coming from this trip.
Oh yeah, a lot more than 6 videos.
Greetings from the Southwest. It's 75 degrees and 10% humidity, and it's amazing.
Nice. Oh look, our chairs balance us out to a more.
Yeah, we're kind of like yin and yang. I'm wearing your chair. No, look, you're wearing my chair color, and I'm wearing your chair color. No, I was talking about our height. Oh, whatever, guys.
Oh yeah, okay, right.
We didn't